comes to bullying, I definitely have had my fair share. It probably happened more so in high school. Throughout primary school was pretty easygoing, and then when I hit high school it got really, really bad.
You know, I was a victim of verbal abuse, so you know, I've experienced it. I know what it feels like.
It was traumatic and it was heartbreaking, and it was something that no young child or young adult should ever have to go through.
I was a chubby kid, so I think, you know, that was probably a reason to be picked on because I was different.
Bullying is probably something that everybody has experienced to some extent in their lives, and we all know it's not a very nice thing. As bands, we've actually experienced a bit of cyberbullying.
Bullying is a big issue because it has the potential not only to make life for the person being bullied here and now quite tormenting, but also later on in the future.
Unfortunately, bullying can happen to anyone. Doesn't matter what sort of field you're in. It can happen to elite athletes, students, high-profile people, anyone in the media, and anyone in the workplace.
I was ostracised slightly by students. I didn't want to play sport. I was into music. It was a really sport-focused school. I was on the outer. Even the nerds who played Dungeons and Dragons didn't accept me because I didn't really understand how to play Dungeons and Dragons. I was pretty much a loner.
I remember one morning I was that frightened of going to school that I just broke down and I cried and I said to Mum, you know, I can't do this.
I was verbally abused, I was physically abused, I was tormented on a day-to-day basis, and it also got to a point where it was scary, and there was a risk that permanent damage would be done to me.
There's so many things out there that are completely out of our control, and there's going to be a million things in life that happens to you, but one of the only things that you have absolute control over is how you treat people.
Bullying is unacceptable. It has long-term effects on people.
You need to understand that your words, whether spoken or typed, have a serious impact.
The paramount message I can give in regards to bullying is that if you're a third party that's witnessing it, you're not the bully and you're not being bullied, you're in a position to have the most influence. Whether that's being that, lending an ear afterwards, talking to someone else on behalf of the victim, or if it's possible and if you've got the opportunity to actually step in there and stop the bullying from occurring. Now you have to consider your own welfare, but that's how you can have the greatest influence.
I think the best way to deal with bullying is to talk to someone. You definitely have to talk to someone.
I think that there are some key things that everybody should do if you're going through bullying, and that is to not stay silent, to not bottle it up inside, and to seek help. Whether that is through a school counsellor, whether that's through a teacher at school, your parents, whether it's through a foundation like Headspace.
If you are a victim of bullying, then go out there and seek help. There's people to talk to and let someone know. You shouldn't have to fight this on your own.
Getting it out is better than keeping it in. If you keep it in, it turns into a pressure cooker and then it pops and something bad can happen. You've got to get it out. If you're finding it hard to find someone that you know to talk to, there's always Headspace. They're awesome. Headspace has got your back.
I want you to know that Headspace has got your back.
Headspace has always got your back.
Headspace has got your back.
So I recommend you jump online or head down to your local Headspace centre, try and find some help, get some ideas about what you can do, because Headspace has your back. And whose back have you got?